Hello everybody, SlimKirby here. Welcome back to more of the Legend of Zelda, the Minish cap. I hope you guys are ready to finish up this dungeon because, well, we have a pretty cool item in the Gust Jar which we can use to suck up things and also blow things as well. And the first thing we're going to do is we're actually going to pull this lily pad closer to us because this will allow us to actually ride the lily pad. Now what? Unless we find a way to travel by water, we won't be going much further. Well, funny you mentioned that, Eslo, because we have a way to move further now. So yeah, you can kind of use this to, like, it's kind of like the Deku Leaf in Wind Waker, actually. When you really think about it. It's got the same kind of movement associated with it. Okay, so we need a key to get in here, so let's go back this way and ignore this, at least for right now anyway. Oh shoot, no, leave me alone. Leave me alone, you weirdo. Do I need to hold this? I do. Okay, so let me... I can still do this, I can still break these. Just can't break all of them. There we go. And hey, we're actually back in this room. But now that we have a surface we can walk across, we can actually use the lily pad. I didn't have to do that, by the way, but whatever. And we got a small key, so now we can use that small key and go back and get through that other door. And I believe this is something we have to do. We could technically go back to the very beginning of the dungeon, because there were some webs that we could have used the Gust Jar on. But I believe you ultimately need to do this to actually get any further from that point, so no matter what, we would have been locked in. Also, I'm trying to face the other way. There we go. Come on, game. Seriously, don't be like that. What do we got in here? Ooh, we got another big chest, so the final dungeon-like item. There's basically 4 dungeon items. There's the map, there's the compass, there's the actual dungeon item, like the main quest item that you can use to potentially do some, you know, more stuff. And then there's this item over here, which we'll see shortly. Also, I'll have to do this, because, yeah. And if you've played other Zelda games, I think you know what exactly this chest is going to be, but, you know, still trying to hold you guys a little bit in suspense. I mean, come on. There's no fun in just giving the answers immediately, you know. It's the Nightmare Key, or the big key, so we'll need this to actually access the boss. But yeah, let's go ahead and hit this. This will give us the other portal, which now we can use to go back to the very first room of the dungeon. And since we found the blue portal earlier... Hey, look, there's that other piece of heart. And now we actually have another container, so our health actually goes up to 4 hearts now. But now with that done, we can now explore this last section. I believe we've gotten everything. There is one more chest, but we'll check that out shortly. Let's go ahead and check and see what's downstairs. Okay, it looks like we do have something going on here. Whee! Okay, this will allow us to do nothing. But we can always just, like, get this chest after we're done, so I'll just do that. Literally, I mean, the door will be, like, right there, so But yeah, you can break these pots to get some health before the boss fights. And yeah, let's check and see what we got. Meanwhile, outside the dungeon, a lowly choo-choo sinks into the top. And remember, guys, we're tiny. We're very small. Which means that perfectly normal-sized choo-choo enemy is now frickin' huge. So yeah, here is the first boss fight, the large choo-choo. So to beat this guy, you want to suck up the little pile of goo that's at his feet. Eventually, he'll start doing this, where he starts to kind of lean down. And then when he falls down, you can start using your sword to slash him. And yeah, that's pretty much this boss fight. Pretty simple boss fight, all things considered. And after you hit him enough times, you'll start to add some slight other phases to his moves. He starts jumping a lot more. Wait. Oh, I already got him. Okay. And there we go. Boss defeated. Man, I will say, though, the bosses of this game, they give me some very horrible memories of playing this game for retro achievements and trying to beat every boss in the game without taking damage, which I don't think I ever finished. I think there were just 2 bosses that I just could not do without taking damage, and it was brutal. So yeah, we got the Earth elements. The power of the Earth is the source of all living things. The Earth element is the embodiment of that power. So, like we do in all Zelda games, once we beat the boss, we do get a heart container. Your life energy has increased and been replenished. And, of course, there's the warp on out of here. But we're going to go right back into the dungeon once we get this dialogue. Ah, we forgot the Earth element. You must go tell the Elder at once. But we're not quite done here. There's one more thing we want to do before we stop. Or, well, not stop, because it's still pretty early in the video, but we want to go down here and open this chest, which is just 20 rupees, but we're actually going to be heading back to town soon, so that's actually not bad that we found that. But yeah, let's go ahead and head back to the Elder. And show him our lovely Earth element. Also, yeah, there was like a piece of heart right here earlier. You cannot collect heart pieces when you're a Minish, when they're like out here like this. You have to be normal size, so keep that in mind. That could potentially happen a couple of times, so it's, you know, worth mentioning that. Okay, so let's head on over to the Elder's house, which the Elder was right over here. So, you found the Earth element. You are blessed with much courage and strength for one so young. If your conviction holds strong, head to Mount Krenel. There you will find a man named Malari. Among all the Minish, there is no one more able to repair your sword. If you ask him, I am certain he will reforge your broken Picori blade. I shall send word to him in advance. Travel safely, you are brave, but there are many evils now in this world. So this is how we're going to get out of here. So, leave through this door here. It'll take you out of the forest quickly. Great Elder, we are in your debt. We shall head for Mount Krenel at once. Oh, Mount Krenel. How I remember you. For maybe not the best reasons. Not really bad reasons either, but, yeah. Anyway, before we turn back to normal, let's go ahead and see what's inside this house right here. Green clothes and a mystical hat? Sir, would you by chance be Slim, the one who found the earth elements? Surely you are. I have heard so many tales about you. I am Bellari, researcher of antiquities. I am also, well, a bit of an inventor. You know, you won't be able to get back to town due to all the debris. Here, I have something that might come in handy. Yo, so we get a bomb bag. And it has 10 bombs in it. Now you can blow up lots of stuff. Indeed, indeed. I like the sound of that. Okay, so we have bombs now, which is pretty cool. I'll go ahead and equip them, because I think we'll actually need those more than the Gust Jar right now. But yeah, we have bombs. I'm actually glad that they give you bombs, like, early on. But yeah, I think now that we have those shells, I think you can start finding shells, like, in bushes and stuff. But what exactly is this thing, though? Holder of the sacred powers, we grant you the power of wind. Whoa, it blew up? Hey kid, look at where that stone marker used to be. There's some strange symbol on the ground. Yes, of course. Why, this must be... Well, I haven't the foggiest, to be honest. Okay, this will be important later on, but whenever you see one of these things, interact with it. I'm going to go ahead and say that right now. It is very important that you do that. Man, we're actually getting close to 100 rupees already. Well, that's good, because there's some stuff in town we'll definitely want to buy. So yeah, we'll have to use bombs to blow up these rocks. Unfortunately, you can't pick them up or use your sword on them, so... Naturally, use bombs. We're actually finding a lot of bombs, I've noticed. In just these little sections. But that's cool, nothing wrong with that. Yeah, once I get 100 rupees, I'm probably not going to try to pick up anything else, because... Again, I want to make sure that I'm not picking up too many extra rupees when I can't even carry them. It's always a big mood in these Zelda games, especially like these days. When I was younger, I didn't really care that much, but to me it was just like, oh, another rupee chest, go figure. But yeah, you can also use bombs to blow up walls like this. And see, like, I don't really want to open this chest because I feel like this could be rupees, so I'm actually going to hold onto this for right now, and we'll check that out a bit later. Once I spend my rupees, I may just come back here and just pick that up really quick. But yeah, as you can see, we can only hold 100, so we're kind of stuck with what we have right now. I believe that's where that other mushroom was, so like we just come over here anyway. But let's see. I'm just looking around in the grass for like other collectibles. Let's go ahead and see what's inside this house right here. Let's see. Hey, look at this Kinstone piece. Have you ever seen one like this? What? You don't know what a Kinstone piece is? Well, tell you what. Why don't you come back and see me when you get one, okay? Okay, so that's something else we'll have to come back and interact with when we hear about Kinstones, which actually will not be too much longer from now. I think we'll start hearing about those once we get back to town, actually. These are pea hats. I think you can use the Gust Jar on those pretty easily. So, man, I hate those bush guys. They just come out of nowhere and push you around. And it's mean. Okay, there's the shell. So, see, you can definitely start finding those shells in the overworld now. And this just gets you back to Minish Woods. But we want to actually go back to town proper. We don't want to go to the castle. We could stop by the castle. There would be nothing wrong with that, but the castle is not what we're currently looking for. We could also go visit our the Master Smith too, but I think we'll just keep on going this way for now. Come one, come all! See how many Kinstone pieces you can collect. You never know what fusing Kinstones will do, but it's sure to be good. Come on up and get your free Kinstone bag for holding your Kinstone pieces. Don't miss out on this incredible once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Yes, you're here for your free Kinstone bag, aren't you? That's right. Maybe you didn't hear me, but they're free for all kids right now. So we get a Kinstone bag. You can now carry Kinstone pieces with you. Press start to view the contents from your quest status screen. Fitting 2 Kinstone pieces together is called Kinstone Fusion. If you get 2 pieces to fit perfectly, great happiness will come your way. I'll put a Kinstone piece in your Kinstone bag so you can give it a try. Anyone who's ready and willing to fuse Kinstones will look like I do right now. When you see that look in their eyes, that's when you press L. Use the D-pad to choose a Kinstone piece and press A to try fusing it. Did you catch all of that? Yes. Then stand in front of me and press L so we can fuse Kinstones. Yes, that's it. Press L. Then you can see the Kinstone screen. The 2 Kinstone pieces fit perfectly. Maybe something good will happen. So we did it. We fused with the hurdy-gurdy man. Why? I have no idea. So, Kinstone Fusion is a kind of a mini side quest thing you can do in this game, where basically there's a lot of NPCs in this game, and if you fuse Kinstones with them, you can actually open up little secrets on the world map. So right there, we actually opened up a cave in the South Hyrule Field, which we will check out when we get done with everything here. But yeah, there's a lot of heart pieces, item upgrades. Sometimes you'll find like just rupee chests as well. There's a lot of stuff you can get in this game from Kinstone Fusion. So much that you'd probably think that this is the most annoying aspect of the game, but honestly, I think Kinstone Fusion is actually kind of fun. I believe like some NPCs can have up to like 2 or 3 different Kinstone fusions, and they'll open up different things as well. And I think there's also some NPCs that actually share the same rewards as other ones. So you don't necessarily have to fuse with everybody, but you're going to want to fuse as much as possible, so keep that in mind. A perfect fit. That means we're both due for a little happiness. See ya! Okay, well that was the hurdy-gurdy man. Probably the weirdest Zelda NPC ever. Which I'm sure there's probably others that come to mind too, but I've always been kind of weirded out by him. Anyway, before we do anything else, there's a couple of things we want to do in town. First of all, let's go in this place right here. This is the item shop. The first thing we're going to want to buy from here is this right here. This is a wallet upgrade. And it's only 80 rupees, which we'll spend a lot of money for this, but again, it'll allow us to hold more money throughout the game. So I believe we can hold up to 300 now, 300 rupees, so very, very advisable to get that as soon as possible. Next thing you want to do, you want to go down here, or actually I think it's over here, to this place. I am Swiftblade, the finest swordsman in all of Hyrule. If you train with me, I guarantee that you will increase your skill dramatically. So, would you like to train here? Please. We shall start with the most basic of all techniques. I shall teach you the spin attack. First, press and hold your sword button. Second, build up enough power. Third, release your destructive might. That's all, young swordsman. Do you understand? Yes. Haha, very good. You are a quick student. But one must feel the technique, not just hear about it. That's why I will now possess your body, so as to demonstrate the technique. I call this the Swiftblade Possession Technique of Training. Watch this. Urgh! Possession! Phew, Now you must try it for yourself. Press and hold your sword button, build up enough power, then release your destructive might. That's all there is to it. Yes, fine work. You're a quick study. I will now give you this Tiger Scroll. If you ever forget this technique, you can review it with this scroll. You may view it any time from the quest status screen. So yay, we learned how to do the spin attack. This is the first sword technique you've learned from Master Swiftblade. There are no more techniques I can teach you with your current sword. Come again when you have a new sword in hand. Okay, so we'll definitely have to keep that in mind. So yeah, we actually have more stuff we can do. So very quickly, before we, get too, out of our element, I'm going to actually go back here and look at the secrets we discovered, just so, we don't forget about them and we can still, use them as we go through the game. Oh, you're the carpenter, blah, 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 whatever. See, we can actually fuse Kinstones with them, but we don't have a Kinstone piece right now. But yeah, much like the shells, you can actually find Kinstone pieces in the wild as well, just by cutting grass. They are kind of rare, so it won't always happen, but sometimes you could be on a roll and just find a whole bunch in just one pile of grass. And I think there's actually some items you can use later to increase their spawn rate too, so it doesn't really hurt to not just grind grass for Kinstones, but also for the shells and rupees, just any sort of collectible you could use. Never really a bad idea. Anyway, here's the room that we had before. It just led to 20 shells, but still. I really didn't want it to be rupees, so I'm kind of glad that I came back and checked that. And let's actually go back here and check this as well. Now that we can actually use Kinstones. I just planted a big old bean. It hasn't sprouted yet, but when it does, it's going to be a big sucker. Okay, well, we can't do that yet, then. But yeah, when you do have Kinstones, definitely consider coming back here and fusing with that guy, because I want to say that could end up being an upgrade, or just something really, really important, so not something you're going to want to leave out in the open for too long, basically. But let's actually go back to that new cave that actually opened. Because remember, there was actually a cave that unlocked down here. And again, I'm just checking to make sure we can find any other Kinstones. Well, we'll definitely get Kinstones at some point. I know I said they're kind of like a rare spawn, but they're not as rare as you probably would think they would be. It's just they're not as common as rupees and hearts and other more important collectibles. I got 2 shells right there. I mean, that's something. Okay, whatever. I'll just go ahead and go in here. So here we found a piece of heart. So there we go. Another heart piece added to our collection. I want to say there's more stuff we can do inside Hyrule Castle, or just the Hyrule Castle town, basically, not the castle itself. But there's not really too much we can do. Honestly, the game's gonna be kind of pushing us to move forward with the story, and it's not really a bad idea to do, just because more items you get, the more stuff you'll be able to do, in town. So this is your house. Well, it seems like a nice place. So, where's my room? Oh, Eslo. You don't have a room, you're a hat. Hats don't have rooms. Except for a closet or something. Oh, welcome back, Slim. My, but you're looking so much stronger. If you get tired, just go ahead and take a nap upstairs in your room. I'm busy making swords for the guards to keep the monsters at bay. I wish I could do more, but for now, we need you to save Princess Zelda. Okay, well, I'll do what I can do. So if we go upstairs, here's our room. It's So, this is your room. That makes it my room too, right? Hey, aren't you tired? Do you want to take a rest? Yes. I will say, it is actually kind of cute looking at, like, both Link and Eslo, like, sleeping in the same bed like that. Okay. Oh, yeah! That was just what I needed to get back in the fight. Let's go, Slim. I'm not sure if that actually, like, re-heals your health. I imagine it does, because, I mean, come on, it's like video game in syndrome, where, you know, after a good rest, you're always going to be feeling a lot better and healthier. Yeah, I'm surprised I'm finding, like, so many, like, shell... Oh, there we go. So, yeah, as you can see, you can find Kinstone pieces in the wild. It just kind of takes a bit for them to appear. But I swear, there'll be some times when we just get a whole bunch of them in this fashion. But yeah, you'll never really know, like, what Kinstone piece you'll be able to use to fuse with anybody. Like, just to showcase this, let's see if we can find anybody to fuse with really quick, like you. Basically, there's, well, actually, I think there's 4 colors of Kinstone. There's green, red, blue, and orange. Wait, hold on. Wait, blue, red, green. I guess more yellow than orange, but, the yellow ones are more, like, quest-relevant ones. Like, you'll actually need them to progress the game. Green ones are more generic, while the red and blue ones are more, like, upgrades, heart pieces, and stuff. But yeah, as you can see, we need a blue one to fuse with her. And in addition to just being, like, different colored ones, there's also, like, different shapes. So I think each color, except for yellow, has, like, 3 different shapes you can use. But as you can see, this will not fuse, so we'll have to come back later. And again, there might be, like, another NPC that has that fusion, too. But yeah, I think that's really all we can do for the moment. So, I'm actually going to go ahead and end this video right here. I might look at a few other points of interest in town, but like I said before, there's not really a whole lot we can do at the moment until we get some other items and stuff, so I may just, you know, just kind of move on for the time being. But this has been SlimKirby, this has been The Legend of Zelda the Minish Cap. Thank you guys for watching, and my god, this postman keeps getting in my way. I'll see you guys next time. Later, folks.